You. Yeah. You alone?
Yeah.
New Fiona.
Oh, no, I don't do three-ways.
Jesus, new Monica. She's my new daughter, not a three-way. Although we should discuss the three-way thing because you're really missing out. But no, that's not what this is about.
What is it?
You need new parents. I need new kids. Grateful kids, loving kids, whiskey-drenched cotton candy kids. Not the ingrates that I've raised. Welcome, new Gallaghers. Come on. Give Daddy Frank a hug. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go.
Whoa, girl, that was quite the scene.
Like the outfit, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And great faces. Yeah, good outfit.
All right, Mary, we've got to introduce you. This is Mary Kennedy from Shameless. Welcome to the Zoo. And we're gonna get wild, honey. So at the count of 3, we're gonna scream "Wah" and we're gonna sit on the couch. You got it?
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Wah!
Wow, so tell us what was going on in that scene exactly and what you were doing in it.
Well, I'm in the scene. We're at a homeless shelter. I can say that now. We're all in a homeless shelter, and he's looking for a new family because at the end of season 6, they basically have thrown him in the river, and so he's been excommunicated basically from the family. So we're his new family, and he picks me out of a lineup essentially at the homeless shelter and goes, "Oh, new Fiona." And I come over and I'm his daughter. And I look nothing like his daughter, Fiona. I have blonde hair, I'm much older, and you know, we start from there, so yeah.
Oh, that's why the character's name is New Fiona.
I'm his new daughter, yeah.
Okay, I didn't get that when I was like, why new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am the new, not so improved Fiona, because, I mean, look at me.
That you are definitely improved because you are sassy, molassy, and you are always quick with a good joke.
Yeah.
Why do you think Shameless is such a success? What do you think? What is it about the show that has had its audience grow and stay committed to it? I think because it's so real. I think all of us have some sort of crazy family situation. And they go, what I was sort of saying on set, because I just came off a plane. I wrapped this week, you know, I was in Chicago. What's so great about the film, the show, excuse me, see, it's jet lag, is that I think they skew the reality. Like they start with a premise that everyone can deal with, and then they sort of screw with it. And that's why I think it's so successful. I think everybody knows a new Fiona. She's probably has a shirt on, but we know her. Like, I don't think she walks through the world in her bra, but we know a new Fiona. And so I think that's why it works, I do.
What's that face that you made? Are you on something on the show? Like, not in real life, but is the character on something? Or is she just like...
She's a retired prostitute.
Oh.
And so I think she's...
That's why she's so interesting.
That's why I'm so interesting. And I think I'm just a tired old girl. I think I'm like, you know what? And I also am like, and then I gotta be with people. Yeah, that's it.
And then this guy's telling that I'm the new
Wait,
whatever.
but Vivi, you have a very similar expression sometimes. She does that face too.
Because today they got me making that face with all the topics we've been talking about. But now, usually I'm a smiley person.
Yeah.
Happy.
We're driving her crazy today.
Today they're driving me crazy in this show.
So is anyone soliciting your services on Shameless?
Off the show or on the show?
Well, yes, off the show and on the show. Please do tell Mary. Yes, we want to know. America needs to know.
No, on the show, there's been some things. You'll see. I can't reveal it, but there's a bit with me where you see what I work for.
Wow.
I give my price over that. Yes.
I heard that you came out completely naked. Is that true?
I did.
Oh!
Wait, hold on.
What's completely naked? Topless
girl.
or completely naked?
Frontal.
Wait, full frontal. Yes. Wait, you showed the cables and the bits?
I showed it all, girl. Yeah, I did.
how'd you feel? Like, were you nervous about it? Have you ever come out naked in front of a camera before that was for public consumption?
No.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I talked to my husband. My husband's half Italian.
Okay.
And he was getting kind of like bravado going, oh, I don't know if I want my lady, out for the world to see. And then I told him, that I was making some cash. And he was like, all right. That I was making some cash. And he was like, okay.
She works hard for the money.
Yeah. So, but I'll tell you honestly, there's a whole other part to it. Since doing that, I've had women all over the country Facebooking me, Twittering me, saying, you've really opened things for us.
Right.
And that I've had larger size women, because I'm a larger size girl, you know? I've had women say, thank you so much. Like, I saw a real woman on camera. I saw somebody that I can relate to, and it's made the world of difference. Like,
Was it liberating for you?
Totally. The first part, like when I went out for the first take, and what they do is they close the set,
Right.
so there's only a few people seeing you.
Okay.
The first time I did it, I was like, holy crap, right? And then by the 6th take,
It's like, I'll wait right here.
and I knew there was craft service afterwards, so I was like, all right, you know, I did it. But it was, I didn't know the power that it was gonna have.
Wow.
You know?
And the influence that you have on your fans, and then all of a sudden you get all these tweets and Facebook messages, and it's like you are a big inspiration for a lot of women.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing to do.
And it's all natural.
Embrace
It's all
yourself.
natural. There's no, I've not been LAFI'd. I'm all natural.
Love it,
You
love
didn't
it.
tan, you didn't, you know.
No, I didn't do any airbrushing.
You didn't shave
No, I
down
didn't.
there.
I had my
anything?
husband do a spot check before we went in.
That is awesome. By the way, you've just inspired us. Next show, we're all coming out naked for a
I was
box.
gonna say, I'm down to get naked now.
Oh no,
Dennis
I'll be
Vivian,
behind
I'll
the
save it
scenes
for
in
another
this show.
time.
Let's leave it at that for now because we're gonna go to a commercial break.
We are back on the zoo. No, I'm taking this
Oh,
one.
you're taking
I'm
it,
taking
taking
this
it,
one. We're
taking
here
it.
with Mary Kennedy from Shameless, who also does stand-up comedy. But I want to ask you, you're from Boston.
Originally, yes.
First of all, you're the nicest person I've ever met from Boston.
Well,
I'm just. I know people from Boston. They
made a lot of enemies.
take no grub from anybody. You know.
Stereotype.
yeah.
It actually has a great
Fair
comedy
time.
scene. A lot of people think of stand-up comedy, they think in New York, LA, Chicago, but Boston actually has a lot of great comics.
It
Stuff
does.
come Mark Maron, Joe Rogan, yourself.
Yeah, thank
Tell
you.
us about being a woman in stand-up comedy today, and do you still perform a lot?
Yeah, I've been doing it 18 years. And I started in New York, actually. And then I would go back to Boston and do the Boston Comedy Festivals, things like that. I came up with a lot of great men and women, and a lot of my mentors were guys. And so I was sort of one of the girl guys, so I never felt that I didn't belong.
Right.
I featured for David Allen Greer. I was in the New York comedy scene. And so for me, I never really felt that. Now that I am a mom, I do a lot of mom shows. I do a lot of female comedy shows.
I want to watch one of those.
Yeah, it's really fun, and I think with the new female comics that are out there,
Like Amy Schumer?
and things like that, it sort of paves the way for us who've been here a long time.
Right.
But I just talk about my life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of your life, you had a question off camera about.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, well, you're a mom of 2, you said.
Yes.
So do they know about the frontal?
they don't know about the frontal because I didn't let them watch that, but they did see Mommy in her bra. And they did because we.
How old are they?
They're 8 and 10.
Okay.
But so my daughter saw because we were going to watch it was the coming attraction for Shameless, and we were on Showtime before they went to bed, and she goes, "Mother, enough with the bra." And she watched it. So
And then you're like, if you knew. Little do you know.
Do they do like a bra fitting for you to find the right cup size and all that stuff?
Well,
Or you bring your
we did a
own?
fitting, and they
Okay.
showed me 4 different bras,
Okay.
and I got to put them on, and then I picked the one that you see.
That's
Oh.
nice.
And you
Four
are
options.
literally shameless.
I am, but you know what? It's empowering for my daughter to see that too, because
Totally.
I totally teach her about being embracing of your body, being embracing who you are. I am a big mouth. We talked about being a Boston comic too.
Yeah.
Like I have a big mouth. I'm the mom at the PTA thing. I have a big mouth. They're
You say
like
ka.
pack your ka and have it. Yeah, there you
Yo,
go.
man.
I know. When I get angry, you hear it.
When Boston comes out when you get angry because
Yeah.
East Coast people, man.
Yeah, we're
Spicy.
tough.
California maybe has calmed you down just a little
Yeah.
bit, but not completely.
When I get angry, you see it.
So I'm gonna play a little game with you,
Yeah,
and we're all
okay.
gonna take part, by the way.
Okay.
It's a new game that we call Zoovolution.
Oh, we got a new intro. It's great.
Yeah, it's a new intro for a new segment, Brunski.
I love it.
So I'm gonna give you 3 topics. For each topic, we have an outrage meter. So it's either you're not outraged at all, you're kind of or you're completely outraged.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
First one, the Dakota Access Pipeline, all the protests that are going on.
Yeah, I'm outraged.
Really outraged? Because I can't talk because I feel like you're being
No,
sarcastic.
I'm outraged
Okay.
because I feel like it's gone really awry.
Yeah.
Like, this land is theirs, right? It's like if somebody came to my house and said, enough. Get out of your house, even though you pay the mortgage every month, and you're there and you've built a family, now we're gonna pull you out.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I'd get Boston.
Right.
I'd say, WTF? What are we doing?
I understand Boston, because then, I get Mexican.
Oh, I love that.
But you lived in Boston, didn't you, Vivian?
What?
Did you ever live in Boston?
No, New York. New York.
Outrage meter, I'm gonna go with very outrageous. I agree with you, Mary. And even the buffalo came out during a protest.
Yeah, they're pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed too. Even the animals
buffalo are pissed.
want their land back.
And these animals are pissed as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I fully agree with the whole sentiment. There are horses dying out there, people being chained to each other. It's like, come on. I mean, let's get it together.
Can we show that outrage meter going to completely outraged?
Ay, Dios
Or is it?
mío.
Do we have it? Is it part of our new package here? Yeah, that's the outrage meter.
Outrage meter.
Wow, we are
I
just
feel
pulling out all the stops on the Zoom with our new
Worst
graphics.
I feel the rage.
Second one, let's go with the death of Vine. Twitter shut down Vine. And I said this, we talked about this on another show. I thought Snapchat was gonna kill Vine. You said the same thing as well. Instagram has gotten in on that whole video thing. Is that something that, are you a big Viner? Were you Vining?
Look at me. Do I look like a Viner?
How is the outrage meter? Are you not outraged at all? Are you or are you completely outraged?
Well, I felt like the Vine thing was a millennial thing.
Right.
Right.
Oh.
Millennials, I'm very confused. I don't understand. Like, some millennials find me good looking, which is great,
Ooh.
which I like, a MILF kind
Oh,
of.
girl, you got it. You went there.
And as long as they buy my groceries, I'm good. I'll do that for groceries. But what I'm trying to say is the Vine stuff, like they had chutzpah.
Right.
They asked for $1.2 million.
Yeah.
And so, of course, they're going to say no. I'm kind of glad.
So would we say
I'm
you're not outraged at all, or do you
not.
want to go with an eh? Okay, do you guys want to?
I'm not outraged at all. I felt like that Vine was already dead a long time ago. I was
There
like,
you go.
who the hell is using this thing? So it did not surprise me when I found out that it was.
And there's always something new coming
Yeah,
up. So
I
whatever,
agree.
we just gotta
It
go
didn't
with
keep
the
up
flow.
with the times.
All right,
Exactly.
so I'm gonna go Bruno, how do you feel about that?
I
You're a
think
social media
too.
man.
I mean, I'm a millennial. I use it. I love Vine.
Oh, you did?
Just because 6 seconds, something that's really good in 6 seconds is really good continuously. You know what I mean? Like, if you watch something for 6 seconds, you're gonna watch it again and again and again. So I like that idea, but at the same time, really kind of didn't say a lot about the millennial generation loving that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with like no, because it's not conducive to like our intelligence and well-being. But yeah, I'm pissed because it was a great form of short content.
So I know we showed the meter before, and they're kind of taking advantage of all the technology, but let's go with an I mean, that's more not outraged at all.
No, that's a no. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
fine.
that's fine. That's fine. They're getting ahead of it.
Okay,
This is what we said.
good.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh, now we're mad.
Last
goodness.
thing.
Now
last
we're
thing.
pissed.
Yeah, last thing. So Uber. People of color are saying that, particularly African Americans, are saying that they're having trouble with Uber because whenever they make a request for Uber, they're waiting way longer than everyone else they know. Kind of like the taxi situation in New York. You would think Uber would solve that situation, but because you have the user, their picture come out, they're being left stranded basically.
You know what? I get stranded all
What?
the time.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
I use
Yeah.
Uber all the time, and I also get stranded. So I don't know that it's a
Okay.
African
So you're not. Okay.
like
Are you outraged or not outraged?
What? So are they saying that they're being stranded because they're African American?
Yeah, because their pictures coming up and the drivers are not taking them.
Basically, they're racially profiling them, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm outraged.
Okay, outraged.
outrage.
Yeah.
I'm on the middle about this
You're
because
say
I'm an on it because
Alright,
I know that
perfect.
when the drivers are driving, they're so distracted that I don't think they have time to really look at the picture. To be honest with you.
I think they do, but go ahead.
I think if this is true, it's the most outrageous thing going on right now in transportation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Transportation.
Because like, why? I mean, that's.
We gotta wrap
wait
this up
very
right
long
here.
for my Uber, so. yeah.
Mary, I want to thank you. You
Oh my
are
God.
amazing. You're
Okay.
awesome.
Thank you.